Welcome! What's on the stage today? Ladybug. Still got to put some bits of detail on the roof. Want spots on there. Got to put me red windows in. A bit of customised work to go. I thought I'd give you a rundown on some parts and bits and pieces I threw on it. You can see it's got V1 shocks on there. It's a hard park Dementor V dub with all shapeways, red 3D printed parts on it, including the transmission case cover you can see. Limited edition red NSD RC servo up front, matching horn. Bought 2 sets of forged carbon fibre rims to give me that depth on the outside. Just chucked another ring on the outside there. It's got the DW 1.5 transmission. The links, if you notice, they're carbon fibre. I used a combination of Next Speed and Fury Tech. It's either Next Speed or Next Racing, one of those companies. It's got the Injur pins on it, of course. Low glow knuckles, 4-wheel steer, LGRP, 3D printed axles, RC all-wheel drive rear servo. That was chosen because it's one of the 2 companies making a rear wheel steer specific servo. They're a little bit smaller than the fronts. This little jobby at the back there, it's only tiny. And of course me stage, set that up. It's got the Mofo Nano Beast in there. There's quite a few parts on this rig that you can't get anymore. They're gone burgers. Do like the little weight hangers that Shapeways can print up. Red. The skid underneath is red. It's all Shapeways. Pretty much anything you can get from Hardpark, Shapeways will recreate in whatever colour you want. Plenty more bits and pieces coming. The idea for this rig, to make it as light as possible above the axles. Below the axles, I wanted as much weight as possible. At the rear, I got V1 weight hangers. You see they're quite thin, but they only hold 7 of those little tungsten balls, which gave it the ability to still have that 40-60. That's about it. This rig is one of the only rigs I've got with a stock part in it that has plastic or stock Gladiator, no, hang on, not Gladiator, might be C10 drive shafts. Obviously it's the weight factor. They sat above the axles. Didn't want them to be any steel jobbies. Sorry about the washing machine and stuff in the background. Some things can't be avoided. Yeah, that's about it really. It's a lot of time, a lot of thought. Kind of before I buy a chassis, I've already spent night after night dreaming about what parts will fit, what parts will go, what parts will look good, what the theme of the build is. Obviously Ladybug, it was to get the V-dub and change it into or build a red and black bug style super sport build. So that's that. I've got a bunch of other stuff over here. Like a bucket load of stuff, man. There's 13 rigs. Still got to paint. It's my Achilles heel, man. Painting and me. Yeah, at the moment I can't do things by halves. It has to be all or nothing. So there's that rig, me bouncer, with both Mofo servos in it, front and rear, 4 shocks. Got the double springs at the back, 4 of them, single springs up front. Mofo brass bulletproof transmission, Little Guy Racing parts motor. She's on the Trail Warriors. Mofo UPWs with purple ring, purple wheel nuts, RC Addiction steering links, front and rear. It's got brass drive shafts. Had to polish up that front one. It's the only shorty I could find. If you go to Next Racing, I think you can get the longer one at the back there. As you can see, this is a Yeehaw rig, man. Over 900 grams, no body. It's brilliant. My cheat code on a classic body. Got a 3D printed fuel cell and cage at the back of it, cliffhanger. And there's a cheat code, as it should be. Kind of wanted to build something that, you know, if Maz himself was going to build one of these, what would it look like? Hot racing shocks, hot racing rear truss, hot racing overdrive transmission, hot racing oil shocks, titanium steering links, titanium JLU links from Maz. It's got the turbine wheels, Maz wheel nuts, and on his website you'll see that the advert for the turbines, I don't know if it's still up there or not, but it had the J Concept tusks on it, so they went on. Mofo motor mount, Mofo BAM, yeah, that's pretty much that. Oh, it's got the Maz axles on it too, with all the brass. Get that out of the way. NSDRC, of course. That's a choice rig, like that. Move over to a Power Wagon. That's a Betty body, severely chopped. I wanted to show off the hard part cantilever suspension, that's why I chopped it up the way I did. Just take a look underneath this. There's a servo you guys might not have ever seen before, but I love them. Super quiet, most quiet servo. It's got the FuryTech Chameleon motor on a FuryTech transmission. It's got the behind the axle steering. I thought because of the unusual setup of shocks at the back, I should probably use this rig to get rid of that. You know, it's like ticking boxes. Got to have everything in my collection. So I needed behind the axle steering and couldn't think of a better candidate really. All alloy, RC all-wheel drive, shafts. That's a 3-flow 9 steering link to give me as much clearance as possible. 3-flow 9 diff cover, OGRC skid and axles, the +4s. Good looker, man. Another hard part build. That one there's going to be, that's Mount Dooku. This is Darth Crawl. Darth Crawl should be a super capable rig. Yeah. Oil shocks. The year racing variety. It's got the forged carbon fiber chassis. It's good stuff, man. Love it. It's actually a servo you guys probably never seen on this one too. Yeah, check that bad boy out. KST. Yum. The Mias Ripper, number 179. That's got a long way to go. The plan is to just have all silver everything. It's got the Maz links on it, stainless. Gonna be a cool rig, man. Plenty of articulation. Still got to fit shocks on it. It's got the Proline Mickey Thompsons. That thing's going to be fun to finish up. Santa's Slayer. I wanted it to look Christmas, man. Christmas theme. Came together cool. Cheers, Tex. Still got to put drive shafts on it. Get some SCX24 drive shafts. It's running FMS axles and the Rock Hobby transmission. The Mofo copper pot. Rip this off. Atlas body. Cheers, Brian. Worked a treat. The idea behind this thing was to make it as coppery as possible. Steampunky. I think I got there. There's a lot of copper going on. Injur rims with the Injur large beadlock on it with the black beadlock slapped on over top. Love this thing. Love that mount, man, with everything just sits in there nicely. Receiver, battery, ESC. Yeah. Injur. All Injur. 100%. Green machine, man. There's not really much to say about it. She's just Injur City. Finally got me rims on this little jobby. Those are, what are they? Trail with the JEC flubber stuffers beadlocks on them. It's another all brass one. Still got to get a front drive shaft, but it's got RC addiction links, Pro Modeler servo, brass, LGRP, axles, and a Fury Tech Angry Sparrow. Trail shocks. Yum. The Berg. Donna's one reminded me so much of this. Donna Lightfoot. Can't wait to see a build on that, but here's my version. Just picked up that little bug body a while back. Painted up a white roof rack for it. Most of the bits and pieces on it are going to be white. Real trick looking little rig, man. Went for a carbon fibre rear link upper. Just that little change there gave it the 60/40. 3-flow 9, Mias portals, K-Tech triple colour rims, OGRC tyres in case you didn't see. Twin shift servos front and rear, K-Tech rear diff cover, 3-flow 9 front diff cover and steering links. Yeah, mofo set up in the guts there. It's cool, man. Super cool. Can't remember what shocks those are. Something. Oh, the links. Those are JEC links. It's got the forged carbon fibre panels on there. Bling bling. You've seen this thing before. If you haven't, plenty of people got them. All LGRP. Got the transmitter, got the receiver. When LGRP get batteries and ESC, then I'll get those and it'll be a full RTR. This fella, this is my favourite. My absolute favourite rig. It's a Fury Tech titanium rainbow chassis. Now Matt from 2FM, when he launched this thing and it was the first time I'd seen it was on his channel, and he said he wanted to make it as colourful as possible, but kind of the wheels fell off that because he never finished it in the way that he said he would, so I kind of thought, bugger it, I'll do it. And I went for as much colour as I possibly could. So she's, the colours of the rainbow, purple, blue, green, into yellow, orange and red. And all the purple, blue and green is outside of that cab. And when you lift the cab off, that's where all the yellow, orange and red's going to be. It's got the Year Racing alloy transmission 2-speed with all brass gearing, trail shocks with mofo flex extenders on it, trail steering links at the rear, 3-flow 9 at the front, Yantris 12 kg servos front and rear, or they are the 11s, sorry. Komodo, OMG servo in the guts there for the 2-speed. Little Guy Racing grippers with quad face, well they're not quad face, they're triple face with a beadlock ring as well. I don't know if you can see the beadlock rings on that far side there, you can see the little black ring. Yeah, just splashed colour everywhere, man. That's what she came out like. Super articulation. This is my flex monster. I don't know if you guys can see how far that is off the ground, but I reckon I'm probably grabbing about 3 inches, 4 inches of space there. Love it. Smexy build, man. Anyway, so much to do and so little time.